Fannie Mae ANSI update number 139, page 6. Selling guide topics, new or updated policies. Chapter B2-3, property eligibility. Provided an alternative to the requirement for an original HUD certification label/data plate for a manufactured home. Added that manufactured homes that have an addition or have had a structural modification are eligible under certain conditions. Note: it needs to meet code. B2-3-03, special property eligibility and underwriting considerations, leasehold estates. Revised the policy that required the lender to contact Fannie Mae before approving a lease. The expectation is that the lender has confirmed the lease meets the requirements outlined in the selling guide. B2-3-04, special property eligibility considerations. Side note, something lots versus something lots. I can't read that. I don't remember what I wrote. Added an exception to the requirement that properties with multiple parcels must be adjoined in order for the loan to be eligible for delivery. Side note: HUD has something goes or with multiple parcels. The multiple parcels policy has been revised to provide flexibility. Each parcel is no longer required to have residential zoning. Rather, each parcel must have the same basic zoning. For instance, residential, agricultural. Selling guide topics. New or updated policies. Chapter B4-1, appraisal requirements. B4-1 period 2-01, appraisal report forms and exhibits. Added the requirement that a front photograph of the subject must be taken when completing the appraisal update portion of the appraisal update and/or completion report form 1004D to validate that the appraiser has inspected at least the exterior of the property when he or she performed the appraisal update. B4-1 period 2-02, appraisal age and use requirements. When an appraisal update is required, it must be reported on the appraisal update and/or completion report form 1004D. Fannie Mae will allow the use of an origination appraisal for a subsequent transaction if certain requirements relating to the transaction type, age of the appraisal, and continuity of ownership and the lender are met, and there is no charge to the property condition impacting the market value of the property. B4-1 period 3-05. The improvements section of the appraisal report. Information related to Fannie Mae's acceptance of unique property types have been provided. The definition/characteristics and the eligibility of an accessory dwelling unit have been provided. If the appraiser identifies an addition that does not have the required permit, the appraiser must comment on the quality and appearance of the work and its impact, if any, on the market value of the subject property.